What's going on, everybody, man? This is your boy Michael Otis with another one. And again, CEO and founder of Phenom Comics. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Talk Heroes and Villains. And we're going to do it a little bit different today. We're going to talk about something of my caliber and what I like. We're going to talk about my top 5 superhero movies of all time. All right. So just wanted to change it up just a little bit, but that's just for today. We're going to always have something going on with you guys, man. And we're going to give y'all more updates, especially, so you guys can know more about me as well. So you know exactly what my likes are, man, what got me into the genre, what got me into this and creating my own and also getting into the podcast. So let's get started, shall we? So from theaters to streaming platforms, superhero cinema has become more than just popcorn entertainment. It's a global force. Some films gave us action, some gave us emotion, and a few reshaped this genre forever. Today, I'm breaking down my personal top 5 superhero movies of all time based on story, legacy, and unforgettable impact. So let's get into it. So I want to go ahead and break down some sections, so to speak. So we want to talk about the criteria for greatness. All right. But before we get into the list, let's talk about how I even picked these films in the first place. Okay. Story and character arcs. Did the film deliver compelling characters and growth? Cultural impact. Did it leave a mark on the genre or the world? Legacy. Did it still hold up years later? Like, is it still being talked about to this day? You know what I mean? Of course, visuals and action. Was the spectacle matched by emotional depth? And then you got to think about the personal connection. Because, let's be honest, some films do just hit differently. They just hit different. So this is my mix of heart and history. And I hope that you guys enjoy it, So we're going to start. We're going to start from 5 to 1. 5 to 1, that's where we're going to go from the ranked 5 to 1 down. As for my number 1 to my top 5, all right? So coming in at number 5, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse 2018. Yes, the animation, the soundtrack, the multiverse madness, man. Miles Morales became an icon overnight. Now, do not get me wrong. Miles Morales has already been a deal, been out and everything. But I feel like he didn't really get the type of recognition that he should have. I think it's just simply because he's not your original Spider-Man. He's not Peter Parker. So of course you're going to look at it like, okay, for some folks don't know about Miles Morales, don't want to know about Miles Morales. All they see is another Spider-Man copycat. I'm just saying, but going to continue on with this is that this wasn't just a superhero movie, okay? It was an art piece. It showed us you don't have to look like Peter Parker to wear the mask. And that is power. All right? That is power. So number 4, Iron Man 2008. Now, that film launched the MCU, which is one of the reasons why I'm even grateful for all that. Robert Downey Jr. made Tony Stark a household name, which put a stamp on his name and also revamped his career also. And it set a new standard for superhero storytelling. Tech, charm, heart. This movie rewired Hollywood forever, as far as I'm concerned. Again, Iron Man helped and saved Robert Downey Jr.'s career. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys who know can agree, which is one of the reasons why Iron Man 2008 was definitely one of my favorites. Number 3, gotta put it here, The Dark Knight. The Dark Knight. Yes, The Dark Knight. Christian Bale's Batman. This one changed the game. Christopher Nolan gave us a gritty, grounded Gotham. Okay, and Heath Ledger's Joker. Let's just keep it a band. A performance for the ages, man. A performance of the ages, which is, one of my favorite acts in. And mind you, for those who know, Joker is one of my favorites. It was literally my favorite villain of all time. And Heath Ledger's Joker, man, he blew it out the water, y'all. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys can agree to that, and it proved that superhero films could be Oscar-worthy cinema. He did his thing, man. Both of them did. Do not get me wrong. Do not get me wrong. The Dark Knight movie was great, but I really highly believe that Heath Ledger's Joker, Heath Ledger himself, made that movie. Let me know in the comments if I'm wrong on that, but I believe that he did. Now, my number 2 movie of all time, Black Panther. Now, for all the more reasons, I'm pretty sure you can understand why. Some people have their gripes about it. Some people have their disagreements. You have your agreements. Man, there's been arguments back and forth ever since the movie was ever announced. You know what I'm saying? But yes, Black Panther in 2018, man, with Chadwick Boseman, man. Wakanda forever. I'm just gonna keep it a band on that one. But I'm also going to talk to you guys as for the cultural earthquake. Wakanda forever isn't just a phrase, okay? It's a legacy. Ryan Coogler delivered a film that celebrated Black excellence, brought Afrofuturism to mainstream, and gave us a hero we could all believe in and have pride in. I don't see nothing wrong with that. For kids like me as a kid, when I was a child, which is one of the reasons why I ended up getting into comic books in the first place, that what made me want to be creative in the first place. And seeing everything come into fruition today, seeing other creators bring their characters in the world, and you have characters like Black Panther, you have kids, man, that, believe it or not, do want to see characters that look like them, that look like me. I was one of them kids. And best believe I would love that for my daughter as well, for my children, to see representation of greatness. I feel like that shouldn't be an issue for anyone. You know what I mean? So, yes, rest in power, Chadwick Boseman, man. Rest in power, King. Wish you was still here, but thank you for bringing the best that you could, man, even when you were dealing with pain, and you still delivered and did what you wanted to do because it's something that you love and you felt it was something very important and impactful. So thank you, and thank you to the Boseman family as well. All right. So my number one movie of all time is Avengers Infinity War. Now, hear me out right here. Endgame was great and honestly is one of my favorites as well. But Infinity War was the perfect storm. I'm going to keep it a band. Every hero, every world, one massive collision course with Thanos. And that ending, man, that ending, a gut punch for a real. It was a gut punch for the decade. Uh, this is the superhero epic I always dreamed of as a kid. And I'm gonna give you a reason why. Because just in small doses, as a kid, I'm pretty sure a lot of you too probably say to yourselves, do you remember with us growing up and we did see these superhero movies like, I mean, obviously like Fantastic Four or Spider-Man, Sam Raimi's Spider-Man and everything. And it's the Marvel universe, obviously before the MCU. But the point that I'm making is, didn't you always want to see the other heroes the other heroes that are from New York? You'd be like, where are the other heroes? Like, you'd be like, when certain things is going down, you'd be like, you really want to understand why aren't the other heroes involved? Like, where's the Punisher? Where's, Fantastic Four? Where is Moon Knight or Blade or all them other characters? Why are they separated from each other and things like that or whatever? And this is what you wanted to see as a kid. So when it come down to movies like the Avengers and you got all the heroes and the big fights and the wars going on, especially if you're known to the comic book, which is the Infinity War and the Infinity Gauntlet, seeing it come into live action, even though it's different, but nonetheless, it's still great to see from your childhood to the big screen. That's all I'm saying. So yes, that's what my thing is and why I like the Infinity War. I loved Endgame, especially the ending, but I felt like the build up, especially in Infinity War, did a lot more for me. I'm just saying. But we are going to go into the honorable mentions. It was a tough call leaving these out, but they do deserve some love, okay? Now, Logan, a raw emotional farewell to Wolverine. One of my favorite characters, if not my number one character of all time. Captain America, Winter Soldier. A political thriller meets super soldier. All right? The Incredibles. A superhero family before MCU. Teams were even cool, man. I feel like that was The Incredibles. I like The Incredibles, man. Man of Steel. Controversial, yes, but visually stunning and uh thematically bold. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, thematically bold. I can say that. And Night Reaper Origins. Okay, I'll mess with y'all. It's not real yet, you know what I'm saying? But it's gonna come one of these days. I just figure I just throw that out there. I'll just throw that out there. But anyway, it's all good though. But yeah, those are my honorable mentions, man. That's my top 5. And that's it. So, but personal bias versus critical acclaim. Look, this list reflects me, okay? Not just the best review, but the ones that shaped my love for this genre in the first place. That's the beauty of superhero movies and stories. Your connection to them is personal. These are the movies I do rewatch. I quote and I remember, So yeah, it's beauty in that. You know what I mean? So that's it. So now we're gonna hit the fan polls, you guys. You know what I'm saying? It's your turn now. Yo, I mean, for real, drop your top 5 superhero movies of all time, okay? And in the comments, don't hesitate. Don't be afraid to speak on it, man. Let it be known. What movie made you fall in love with superheroes in the first place? Which one deserves to be crowned number 1? If you love today's episode, man, hit that like button, subscribe, share, and hit that notification bell for more deep dives into comics, heroes, and cinematic hero legends, and you won't miss any new episodes that's coming your way. This is Let's Talk Heroes and Villains, and the conversation doesn't stop here. Until next time, y'all keep watching the skies. I salute y'all. Y'all be cool. Peace.